Hamzat Chimaev says, good morning, Dricus du Plessis. That's the fight to make next. That's the fight Dricus wants, the fight Hamzat wants, the fight the UFC wants, and the fans want too. So it's just a matter of when. And then Imavov can take on the winner. Strickland could fight Whitaker. Adesanya could fight Bohayo. Vittori's going to fight Delidze. Allen's going to fight Hernandez on Saturday. And Michelle Perez is going to fight Abus Magomedov. So there's some clarity at 185. Jake Paul draws some criticism for saying that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's before he fought him.
And then ayahuasca is really good for your brain as well. And same with Toad. Toad is what cured Mike Parkinson's. Toad cured Tyson's Parkinson's so that he could come back and fight.
What the f?
Yeah.
Wait, so the Parkinson's got toad, or the Parkinson's from a toad? You lick a toad? How does that work?
You smoke it.
He took back those comments and said Mike didn't have Parkinson's, and he misspoke. He meant he used toad to heal his pain. He has spoken about it many times, just like I do, just like many do. Fighting a 60-year-old man with Parkinson's and admitting to it is crazy. Who's he trying to line up for his next fight? Freddie Roach? Belal Muhammad says he'll be fighting before the summer, so it's a good chance he'll be UFC 315, which is Saturday, May 10th, Bell Center, Montreal, Canada. He thinks his pace and pressure will help him win that fight against Shavkat.
For me, it's when you're fighting a guy like Shavkat where they put him on this pedestal to be like this, undefeated, crazy guy. I see holes in his game. And the same way I saw holes in Leon's game. I think Leon's a better striker than Shavkat. But mentally, I think Shavkat's a lot stronger. Like, I don't see him breaking mentally. The biggest thing for him is now you're fighting a guy that's not afraid of you. Everybody he fights, they come in there with nerves and they're afraid. They put him on, he's crazy, he's a robot, he's this, and that. And a lot of guys would just fold just because out of that fear. So for me, I'm going to be in his face the whole time, and it's going to be the same result for like another guy breaking. And a lot of guys like him, it's like when you never felt that, where a guy's not afraid of you or a guy's still with you this whole time for 5 rounds and he's pushing a different pace that you've never seen before. And I'm supposed to be the undefeated guy. You never had to experience any of that before. It's going to be the worst case scenario for him.
Belal saying he can go to 185, so Islam can do 170 most definitely means he knows Islam would F him up at 170. Khabib seems to think that'd be a tough fight for Islam, and he doesn't want to see it, but it probably isn't going to happen, it sounds like. But DDP probably is the most disrespected champion in terms of fighters. It seems like they think they can beat him pretty easily. Belal thinks he can jump up to 185 and beat him pretty easily. Islam Makhachev thinks he can go up 30 pounds and beat him, so maybe it's DDP's unorthodox style of fighting that makes people think that he's not good. But obviously he's doing something right. He has a 23-2 record, undefeated in the UFC, and won 3 title fights in a row. Du Plessis destroys Belal and becomes the king of Palestine as well as the king of Africa.
Our Palestinian brothers.
The last man to beat Dricus du Plessis, Roberto Soldic, will be fighting Thursday in one championship. He and DDP fought 2 times in 2018 in less than the span of 6 months. DDP knocked him out in April, and then Soldic knocked out DDP in October.
Dricus du Plessis, the current UFC champion. In his entire career, he's only been knocked out once, and it was by you. So how do you feel about the accomplishment? And do you think it proves that you're still one of the most dangerous strikers in the world?
I don't want to talk about Dricus now. I have a tough opponent in front of me Thursday night, and I'm ready, for this fight. And about Dricus, I wish him all the best. We are on different way. I choose one championship, he chose the UFC. So I'm focused on my opponent, Dougie, and it's gonna be really big fight. Everything was past. I'm looking always forward, and future is mine. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Colby Covington looking for John Jones under the cage at the UFC PI. Thinks he's hiding from USADA again.
Agency. John, are you under there? John Jones, where are you? I know you like to hide under rings away from the drug lords. Are you still fairing your steroid test? Oh, sorry guys. I thought John Jones would be there. He loves to hide under rings so much. Guy's a scumbag.
Recent discussions and calls for a fight between Colby and Michael Chiesa have largely revolved around the context of The Ultimate Fighter Season 33, where both fighters are associated with the coaching teams of DC and Chael Sonnen. During a media day for Tough 33, which is set to begin shooting, both DC and Chael Sonnen expressed interest in having Colby and Chiesa fight at the conclusion of the season. This idea stems from their roles as coaches on the show, with Chiesa on DC's team and Covington on Sonnen's team. They see this fight as a way to add excitement to the end of the season, despite not fighting each other as coaches.
Ilia Topuria threw his UFC belt a birthday party on the anniversary of him becoming champion.
Cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos todos. Cumpleaños feliz.
Felicidades para papá.
Primer año de cumple. Un año ya tiene este bichito.
Topuria won the belt from Volkanovski, and he'll be fighting him for the belt again soon, possibly in April. Henry Cejudo, former two-division champion in the UFC, is going to be taking on Song Yadong in the main event of UFC Seattle on Saturday. This is Song Yadong's shape 5 days out from the fight. Cejudo's now 38, lost his last two fights to Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili, looking to bounce back with a win over the younger power-punching Song, who's 27, 11 years younger than Cejudo. Song's coming off a loss to Piotr Yan, looking to move up one spot in the rankings if he can beat Cejudo. Cejudo's wrestling could be key, potentially neutralizing Song's offensive capabilities. But Song's recent improvements in takedown defense might challenge Cejudo's strategy. Betting odds lean towards Song. Seattle native Lance Gibson Jr. looking to get on the card on Saturday. With all the fight cancellations on the UFC Seattle card, there's no better time than now to sign me and make it a hometown show, and I can blow the roof off that joint. His dad, Lance Gibson Sr., fought in the UFC back in the day. Marlon Chito Vera is supposed to be taking on Mario Batista next. It was supposed to happen on March 29th in Mexico City, but the date has changed. Batista looking to jump 4 spots in the rankings. Batista's number 10. Vera's number 6. Austin Tweedy, after his fight with Dasmatov, who improves to 13-2 after the win, which involved a lot of takedowns and ground and pound.
To get to where they can get a shot again. Gets slammed. Try to pop his head up, but Austin Tweedy, man, taking those shots. A lot of people would have quit. Yeah, a lot of people would have just given up. Oh, good right hand.
Girls, fetch me my Grassy.
Here's your Grassy.
Grassy is supremely hydrating.
Is this really immune boosting?
Is it really immune boosting? Yeah, it's really immune boosting. Grassy reminds me of tea. It's very light and very refreshing. It's good. It's good. Grassy, fight for your wellness.